In this lesson we're looking at addition and subtraction. Now let's have a look at some rules firstly. If we have a plus and a minus together, alright, we end up having a negative. That results in a negative. A minus and a plus, in that order, also results in a negative. A good way to remember that is mixed means minus. Alright, if you have a mixture of signs, a positive and a negative, or a negative and a positive, we end up with a negative. So there's our mixed, ends up negative. There's our mixed, ends up negative. So mixed means minus. Okay, two positives make a positive, and two negatives also make a positive. Okay, there are our rules. Let's look at some examples now and apply them. Just remember, mixed means minus. Our first example, 5 plus negative 2. Well, we can see there that there's a plus and a minus together. So we're using the rule there. Mixed means minus, so we end up getting a minus there. So the question now stands as 5 minus 2. And that, of course, equals 3. Example 2, 6 minus negative 8. We'll look for the two signs that are right next to each other. This time, two negatives, and two negatives make a positive. So we'll write the plus there, up the top. So the question now stands as 6 plus 8, and that equals 14. Example 3, 4 minus positive 5. We have a minus and a positive, so they are mixed, and mixed means minus. So we have 4 minus 5, and that works out to be negative 1. Minus 5 plus positive 8. Well, what we need to do is look for the signs that are right next to each other. So the two pluses there, okay, two positives remain as positive. So the question then is negative 5 plus 8. Now minus 5 plus 8, okay, think of the number line again. If you were at minus 5 and then you went and added 8, you would be at positive 3, okay, or we can just write that as 3. Example 5, negative 6 minus 5. Now we can see we have two negatives, but they are separated by that 6, right? So those rules there about when the signs are right next to each other, they won't apply here because they are separated. So we just consider that as negative 6 on the number line. Think of where negative 6 is. Then if you take away 5, you go down another 5, your answer would be negative 11. Excellent. Example 6, negative 4 plus 9. Again, looking at those two signs, a negative and a positive, they are separated by the 4. So we just treat them as separately. Negative 4, then we add 9, our answer would be 5. A final example there, negative 3 plus negative 2. Well, that plus and the minus are next to each other. So mixed means minus. So we replace that with a minus. So the question now is negative 3 minus 2. So thinking on the number line, negative 3 and then go down another 2, you would be at negative 5. Excellent. Well, that concludes our lesson. Good luck with your questions. Just remember that mixed means minus.